was doing. Malaga, the birthplace of Pablo Picasso, the Spanish painter, sculptor and printmaker, one of the greatest and most influential artists of the 20th century and of all time. A genius, a bit of a rogue. He came up with Cubism, had an eye for the ladies, and in 1999 he had a mini MPV named after him.
Never mind. He had a great sense of humour, did old Pablo. He probably would have enjoyed the irony. But his name has turned up on the wrong Citroen. You see, while the Zara People Carrier might look like a car that doesn't know whether it's coming or going, surely Picasso deserves something a bit more unusual. Something that would push the boundaries of taste and convention. Something weird, but maybe wonderful. Something like the Citroen C5.
Nothing whatsoever to do with that idiotic Sinclair three-wheel device of the same name. Everything to do with replacing both the Xantia and the XM. It's big, bold, extremely sophisticated, and should reclaim Citroen's reputation for utter weirdness. Well, there's the wet looks for a start.
The phrase is, I believe, looking like a rabbit caught in headlights. And when the headlights in question are the size of these babies, well, you wouldn't want to be that fluffy bunny. In fact, big really is the word. The C5 is a big car. Bigger certainly than the Mondeo, the Laguna, the Passat, and all the others it'll be up against. Great for interior space, sure. But on the outside, well, it's kind of bulky, sort of unwieldy. Oh, how can I put it? Let's just say it's no oil painting.
Perhaps the real beauty lies beneath. Citroen has invested about £1 billion in the C5. It's built on a brand new platform, and its suspension has more tricks up its sleeve than Paul Daniels. Citroen calls the C5 suspension system Hydractive 3. Sounds like a shampoo, which, depending on how fast you're going, varies the height of the car, lowers its centre of gravity, and this benefits fuel economy. It also gives you an unexpected off-road capability, or if you prefer, the opportunity to frighten small children and animals. Depending on the quality of the road surface and your own personal driving style, the suspension switches from soft to firm, from the old magic carpet ride on the motorway to something much tauter in the twisties. Sounds fabulous. It really is very advanced, and crucially, seeing as this is a Citroen, it doesn't need any maintenance for the first 5 years. But does it deliver on the road? Well, it's no sports car, even with 210 bhp. It's a cruiser, a wafter, a great big, comfy pillow of a car. Sure, it hangs on gamely enough through the corners, it just doesn't really enjoy them, that's all. The auto box in this V6 version serves up seamless gear changes, but overall, the C5 seems determined to keep you at arm's length from the action. With voice control for the sat-nav, telephone and sound system in this version, ABS, airbags, curtains, even door mirrors that fold in automatically when you lock it, the C5 is very well equipped. After that little lot, well, I'm half expecting the Citroen's great world of leather driver's seat to fire me out a cup of tea, much in the manner of Jimmy Savile's armchair on Jim Will Fix It. And the rest of the C5's cabin has a pleasantly junior boardroom feel to it. It's very roomy too. Picasso could have fitted every one of his many lovers into the C5, and they could have all worn top hats. Citroen hasn't announced prices yet, but estimates that the range will start at £14,000, rising to £21,000. And on that note, the pricier V6 is neither the best value nor the most fun to drive. Oddly enough, the much cheaper 2.2 diesel version waltzes off with that particular honour. It's no prettier though. So, is the C5 a work of art or just another new car? Well, don't be put off by its appearance, because it's not as strange as it looks. And that could be the problem. Poor old Citroen found themselves caught between a rock and a hard place. Make it too weird, and watch those conservative fleet guys run for the hills. Play it too safe, and you run the risk of simply not standing out from the crowd. And in this marketplace, we are talking about a seriously talented crowd. The C5 is good,
It's just not a masterpiece. But this, on the other hand, is really great. It's just a little something I've been working on, you know. I mean, it's, yeah, I am ingenious. I am